Good morning. And boy, I tell you what, I'm just bollocksing things up here all over the place, hitting the wrong buttons everywhere. Good gosh. Oh, good morning. It's Friday. Let's see, should make it the 28th. Yeah, it is. What a wonderful morning it is turning out. Well, no, not really, but dog got me up at 3:30 this morning because he wanted to go out. By the time I got him out and then got him back in the house and everything, well, it was time for, you know, it would have been time for my alarm to go off in about 15 minutes anyway. So that was it for my sleep. Then, of course, my wife got up, got her coffee ready for her, to where all she had to do is pour in her creamer. Then she goes, "Honey, I'm hungry this morning. Will you fix me some breakfast?" Sure. So I broke out the homemade bread and fried up a couple of eggs for her. And the bread, I purposely, this is breakfast bread I bake. And I purposely make only half the batches for one loaf, and I make it two loaves out of it. So it's not really tall. And that way you get two slices and the toaster, and it's basically you're eating only one slice of bread because each slice is a half slice. Is equivalent to a half a slice of bread. It works out great for breakfast. If you only want one slice of bread, then yeah, if you only eat one slice of this toast, then you're basically only eating a half a slice of bread. Anyway, and there was an update to my other computer, and it's been updating now for over 2 hours. Still installing the newest update. I hate that computer. I absolutely do. But it was inexpensive because it was a work computer. I bought it strictly to do work on. So, but anyway, my plans for this morning being a Friday day with no, try to staying away from politics. And I was sort of hoping Rama would show up this morning. She'll show up eventually. She's probably either love hugging her kids or she didn't get much sleep last night, so she's oversleeping this morning. Poor woman. I feel sorry for her sometimes. She raising them two children on her own like she is. That's a real struggle. Oh, and speaking of ramen, you may want to go ahead and get your avatar up there, ramen. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but you don't have an avatar. I'll wait till you get your avatar up before I bring you up because I don't want your camera to catch you. Or are you having mic issues again this morning? Because that's what you had yesterday. You had some mic issues. Oh, let's see. And no, I don't want that. Where to go? There is a hoax going on around out on the internet right now. Somebody has done an AI of claiming to have gone underground of the pyramids. And I'm going to see if I can find those again because they were actually, let's see here. Hang on. Okay, I'm trying to find this pyramid scam here going on. Uh, okay. I hate to go to TikTok, but I may have to do that. Oh, do. Okay, there's your avatar. Come on, get you back up on stage. There you are.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my God, what a morning, man. I'm not a
Yes.
morning person. Sweetie, put this in the microwave and put the oven at 350. That, that. There you go. You can go right out of this house in a minute. How are you today?
I'm doing okay for the most part.
I'm gonna miss this boy so much. Mm.
Uh, let's see here. There was, oh, let's see here. Have you seen the scam AI pyramid things?
I've seen so many scams. I worked for a company that I didn't know was running a scam.
Oh, really?
Oh God. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know ink and toner scams were a huge thing until the FBI called me one day. I
Oh,
was like, yeah, right. And I hung up. Turned out it was the FBI. The FBI doesn't like it when they tell you they're the FBI and you go, yeah, right, and hang up on them.
okay. So let me go ahead and share this. Uh, get back over to where I want to be. I tell you, they have really done a lot to this. Um, Here we go. I think this is it. Yep, we got it. Okay. Get this back up. And this here is completely AI generated,
Of course it is.
but people are claiming it's real.
Well, scammers can um record people's voices and set it up as their voice.
Yep.
So
I'm There's a volume up there. Turn that volume down because it's
here,
killing me. All this is supposedly underneath the pyramids,
ooh,
but obviously this is really all AI generated. And this is so sad that it is really hard to tell the difference between AI generated and real anymore. It's getting harder and harder.
Yeah, it's getting real clever.
So it's only a few things here that clues you in that it's AI generated, but it's getting harder and harder to tell it because they don't quite have the hands right, and
Um,
some of the layering is weird. Like right here, this layering of the hand over the background,
yeah.
that just looks strange. It doesn't look. It's just off enough to look weird.
Okay.
But that and the fact they completely misspelled pyramid.
Yeah, there's that too.
But then hell, I mean, do you really expect anybody? Do you expect correct spelling of people anymore? Do you expect? I mean,
Yeah.
if the autocorrect isn't working, do you really expect it to be there?
Yes.
So, well, I don't try. But anyway, yeah, it didn't take them as long as I thought it would to come up with the scams. It really didn't take as long as I thought it would. And I hit the wrong buttons again. I'm trying to get to chat.
Man, I would not advise people to make their coffee in a red solo cup. This is
Oh,
not
good God,
comfortable.
no.
But hey, any port in a storm, and you gotta do what you gotta do. And oh my god, but we've got it. The creamer helped cool it off.
I was making my cup of tea just before, about 45 minutes ago, and the lid slipped off the sugar container.
Ooh.
And since it would have been uh, it would, I mean, I'd already drank 3 cups of coffee out of this cup, so the sides of it were still wet.
Oh no.
So it's like, well, all that sugar is now shot. I can't put it back in the sugar container.
Right?
So I ended up making 3 cups of tea
Oh my god.
just to get that sugar down enough to where I could drink it without feeling like I got to go back and brush my teeth and uh, stay away from any blood work for the next week while all that sugar works its way out of my system. Uh, I've
Cranberry
got
orange breakfast biscuits. Oh my god.
You did what?
Cranberry orange breakfast cookies.
Oh, cranberry orange.
Belvita. They're really good.
Okay, that sounds like they could be all right.
Mhm. But I used to make cranberry orange bread, so it's a really
Oh,
good combination.
I've never had that combo before. That sounds like
It's
it could be
really
okay.
good.
Wife said she wanted fried chicken tonight for dinner,
Oh,
so I had to go out to the freezer and get some chicken thighs out.
that's the
So
best
I've
part.
I've got them soaking in buttermilk right now, thawing out in
Oh,
buttermilk.
oh wow.
Season that up with garlic and paprika and all them good flavors. And it'll sit there. Let's see here. Got Put those in about 6:30 this morning. I'll fry them up about 5:30 this afternoon, between 4 and 5 this afternoon. So they'll have a good long marinade.
My mom was never really one for marinades and heavy seasoning on her chicken, which I was always glad for when I got older. Like, she just used salt, and that was it because she would get fresh chicken from the butcher, and she was like, If it's good meat, just taste the meat. Oh crap! Cookie just broke in the tea coffee. Yeah, she made the best fried chicken anyone ever made, and she couldn't make one chicken. Like she'd start cooking, and the neighbors would send up empty plates. So yeah.
Oh my God. That's some nerve of your neighbors.
Oh yeah. But it's okay because they would send up like drop cookies around Christmas, and still it was a really bad recession and shit was expensive. I mean, you send some friggin' sugar cookies, it doesn't isn't compete with a whole chicken plated
No,
thing,
it,
man.
it doesn't. Not unless you had those chickens in your backyard. That's why you were raising them.
No, we were in an apartment when we were in those chickens in the yard. Although one of our
So
neighbors in the next building is swans. I swear it's swans. Yeah.
I I was telling the wife if our neighbors don't, depending on what our new neighbors are going to be like,
Um.
because I've seen some people that I'm hoping don't buy the house next door.
Mm,
Because if they do, I'm going to go and get a whole bunch of chickens and put in the backyard.
oh no.
Because I mean, when they pull up and you can hear their cars a half a block away, hear the heavy bass in
Oh.
their music a half a block away, and they park
Well.
and they park and that music keeps playing for another 15 minutes and it's rattling the
Uh,
windows in your house. It's like, no.
I'm not gonna lie. I have parked with the kids and not gotten out until the song ended. I mean, but you can't hear the fucking song from outside my car. Jesus.
Right. So, I mean, it's the business owner next to me, he's done that once or twice. And I've walked over and told him, I said, listen, some days I'm still asleep when you come in because I've worked the night before.
You're bringing down the tone, sir.
And, if you pull into your business and you shut your radio off, that's great. But if you sit there and let it play for another 15 minutes, you and I are going to have a discussion
Mm-hmm.
because you're rattling my windows with that bass.
Oh my god, I hate that.
And he said, well, I just spent $7,000 on my stereo system in this thing. Yeah,
Mm.
that's fine. I'm glad you spent that much on yours. I spent $100 on my Bluetooth so that I don't disturb other people.
Mine came with the car and it's not even working anymore. It doesn't even turn on. Ever
So,
since I had to get jump started, it doesn't turn on.
speaking of Bluetooth, my wife's starting to use her Bluetooth headsets more and more often,
Okay.
but she's swapping them back and forth between her cell phone and her computer.
Mm.
And my I y'all know I love my wife and I love her dearly. She is
We know.
absolutely the joy of my life.
Aww.
But her and technology is like oil and water.
Oh
They
man.
just don't mix. And
Okay.
twice a day, whenever she wants to use her Bluetooth, I've got to set it up for her. She's going to use it on her computer. I've got to set it up for her computer.
You're the
Even
man. That's
though
your job.
then the next morning I've got to turn around and hurry up and
Fix it for the
uh,
other device.
set it back up for her cell phone before she leaves for work.
Yeah, I've been using my cell phone as a little portable radio lately because I can switch out my playlists and stuff while I'm walking and not have to run back to
So
the PC.
Shocks has got a set of Bluetooth headsets like her and I both like
Mm.
the induction style. They don't go into your ears, but they set in front of your ears, and the music
I
goes through
guess
your bone.
okay.
And
I
they've got a set on sale for $59, so I ordered them
oh
for her.
There you go.
and they're close enough to the ones that she wears now that as far as recharging, she'll have no problem remembering how to charge them or anything. So, and I'm going to label one phone and I'm just going to label one of them. I'm going to label it for her computer.
Good plan.
That way, when she comes home and she wants to use her computer, she can take the one Bluetooth off and put the other one on. And I mean, I do the same thing. I've got two of them. Well, actually, I've got three.
Yeah.
I've got the one that I'm using right now with the microphone that wraps around,
Okay.
and then I've got two that are set up for my phone that they're just the standard. They don't have that wraparound mic. So
Okay.
that way when like, I told you I went in and had to have an MRI the other day, right?
Yes. And you did the
And
standing MRI, right?
well, no, this actually was a this was actually they could do an open MRI.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it was real quick. It was just a contrast MRI of
Okay.
my throat. It whole thing
Oh,
over from the time I walked in to the time I walked out was less than 15 minutes.
okay.
And I had three Xanax, so that 15
Dang.
minutes went by pretty quick. I just closed my eyes and anyway, he comes up and goes, do you have hearing aids implanted? I said, no, sir.
Oh.
Well, do you have anything implanted for your brain or anything? I said, no, sir. Why? He goes, well, you've got electrical devices on either side of your skull. I forgot to take off my Bluetooth.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah, that was funny. I whipped it off. But we talked about it for a few minutes. I explained to him. He goes, I said, and one of the reasons why I wear them all the time with something always playing in the background is it helps me deal with my tendonitis. That,
okay.
that damn ringing in my ears.
Yeah.
So, uh, and that helps a lot. And I said, yeah, and since they're not earbuds, they don't actually sit in my ears. That means I can still hear anything going on around me. But
Oof.
anyway, I figured what we'd do today, Ramen, is talk about
Yeah.
some of these movies because there's one movie out there I really want to see.
Right.
All right, coming out. But I figured since I want to talk about that one, we talk about these other ones that are coming out.
All right.
All right. And uh since it's out there and it's there, I'm not going to do we got that catastrophe of a movie Snow White.
Oh.
And I heard somebody describe her and I can't get it out of my brain. Every time I see her I think of it. Lord Farquhar from the Shrek movies.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God, that was beautiful. Yes.
When I heard that, it was like, oh my God, she looks
That's it
exactly
right
like
there.
that.
Man, I'm just waiting for the Lilo and Stitch movie to come out, man. That's all I want. I didn't think I'd like it, but oh my God, the trailers are so freaking cute, man.
But the movie, now this next one is the movie I want to see. I mean,
Right.
we're done talking about Snow White. I'm not going
Thank
to get
God.
into, I'm
There's
not
not
going to
much
get
to
in.
say about it because
I
it's
mean,
hot garbage.
everybody's talked that movie to death. This is the one I want to see. Novocaine.
Novocaine, I don't even know what that is. That sounds
What,
like The
what Jack?
Rock should be in it.
Okay. Well, here is the trailer.
Uh oh.
Oh crap! Going to load
This
an
is what I
ad.
mean. Oh, this guy, he was in what
Randy
was it?
or
The
Jack
Boys.
Quaid.
Oh, Jack Quaid. Okay.
This is Jack Quaid.
Hi.
Yeah, no, I couldn't feel
Okay.
it at all.
Holy shit. Can you feel this?
I'm just a regular guy, but I don't feel pain. Oh my god, what am I doing? Be careful, dude. You can still die. I won't stop till I get her back.
Bad week to quit drinking.
You quit drinking.
No,
No.
I just mean it would be.
You're gonna love this. You can take a punch. This is wild. Oh shit, sorry. It's fine.
Hey, you caught it. Oh my god. I don't know why,
Okay.
but this trailer kind of reminds me of Guns Akimbo.
Today's the day.
And
But
that was
I
actually
mean,
really good.
this is why I want to see this movie.
I kind of want to see this. I'm not really. I'm kind of iffy on it, but I kind of want to see it. 'Cause it
the
looks
guy
crazy.
the guy's got no feeling. He
Right.
can't feel, so you can hit him, punch him, stab him. It doesn't matter.
It's really dangerous though, because that's how you know something's wrong.
But he's not a beefed up
No,
rock
he's not a superhero.
character. You know, he's not a Superman or anything. He's just a person
Some
who don't
dude.
feel pain, and he's moved by love to rescue the fair maid. So I really
Okay.
want to see. It just looks like it's a good, funny movie.
Okay.
Not stupid funny either. You know, I don't like stupid funny. That's why I don't see Jack Black films.
Yeah. Nah, we saw that Borderlands movie. It was not a great movie, but I already knew it wasn't going to be a good movie. So there were cliches all over the place, and it was just not fun.
Right. So let's see here. When the girl of his dreams is kidnapped, every man, Nate, turns his inability to feel pain into an unexpected strength in his fight to get her back. So, yeah, I mean, that just it just looks like a fun movie. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing it. And honestly, I've got no idea who this Amber Myth Thunder is. Jack Quaid, I've seen him in a couple of things, but there aren't, as far as I can tell, there's no super names in here. They're mid-tier actors as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is the fat kid from the Spider-Man
Spider
movie.
Man. Yeah, Ned. I recognize the voice immediately.
Yeah. But yeah. So I'm kind of interested in seeing this movie. I mean, and it's got a 82% Rotten Tomatoes and an 85%
I don't
viewer.
trust Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes either. I usually go with the
Because
viewers.
no.
But yeah, I mean, that just looks like a good fun movie. I can't wait for it to come out on
Kind of reminds me
video.
of the trailers for like Hardcore Henry and Upgrade, and I don't know. I'll go see it. I won't go see it, but
Right. Now, I'm burned out on John Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, Jason Statham. I'm burned out on him. He same role, different movie.
Well, I mean, it's Jason Statham, kind of like it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're not gonna see him reciting Hamlet in the park. I
Well,
love
yeah,
the Beekeeper. I love
but
Beekeeper, man.
I mean, Schwarzenegger did come out with Kindergarten Cop and Twins. I mean, he did.
I didn't see either of those, so I'll just take
Oh,
your word for it.
oh,
Oh,
Twins with
Twins.
Danny
Danny
DeVito.
I
Was,
love Danny DeVito, man.
that movie was hilarious. That was good. I'm like, I'm not into comedies, but but Twins was good. Kindergarten Cop was good.
Last
that
Action Hero.
right. The one where
Jingle
he,
All the Way. Is that the
yeah,
one where he's
that's
trying
when
to
I
get the
was,
toy?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, I
Oh,
mean,
this looks good.
Schwarzenegger come out with some decent movies that weren't Schwarzenegger movies. If you know,
I loved True Lies. That's my favorite movie of his. I'm
that True
sorry.
Lies was good.
That poor guy, all he wanted to do was pretend to be an insurance salesman, and his wife had to go fuck that up too.
Order Arby's $6.99 big
Ew.
crispy fish meal.
No.
An upgrade to a large fry.
I like Arby's. I have to admit, I do like Arby's.
I'm triggered. I can't go to Arby's ever again, ever in anywhere. After my abuser's car pulled up and that huge pile of palmettos flew out of her car and climbed up the side of the Arby's wall, no.
Ugh.
Yeah, they had the woman, the drive-through lady screamed and slammed the window shut. I think they closed for the night after that, man. Because it was like some Tomb Raider shit where you see scarabs and beetles and stuff, and they're all crawling out of the hall like a mass exodus. Yeah, it was like that because her car was like really junky and she had all kind of crap in it. And I knew. I mean, I'd never seen a palmetto in her car, but I knew because I could hear them. And we pulled up to that Arby's, and she was so humiliated. And they all just started running out to that friggin' door, man. They were just like, they covered the entire friggin' wall where the takeout window was. It was like something out of a horror movie, man. That is one solid memory I will have until the day I die. I might get Alzheimer's, I might get double dementia, but I will never forget that.
Okay.
This Friday.
You shot a foot to the left, I'll be dead.
I wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
From the director of The Beekeeper.
A 19-year-old girl was kidnapped.
She a good kid?
She's a great kid. She's like family to me.
Get my back if I ever need it.
This is human trafficking. I'm gonna find her.
You better go full on.
I'll get to work. She's hunting us.
I'm gonna cut your.
Oh, wait a second. I got to back this up here.
What happened?
All right. I have to admit, I like that visual effect right there.
Okay.
Shot the guy through the palm of his hand.
All right.
I have to admit. But I think, which one was it? It was an old Western.
Okay.
Where I think it was one of the Men with No Name, not Clint Eastwood, not Clint Eastwood movies.
Okay.
But another guy as an Italian parody, Western parody type movies, but the guy shot off fingers, and they did a good job showing the fingers being missing.
I'm gonna cut your heart out.
Good luck.
Okay, that's from The Raven, or The Crow, rather. That
It's funny.
that
I
was
knew
from,
what you were talking about.
that was from The Crow with
Brandon Lee.
Jason Lee, Brendan Lee. You're right.
Jason Statham.
Oh, that is not good. Do you know who they are? People whose mommy dresses them funny.
Look at those bricks. You're a working man.
That's right. Let's play.
I may rent it when it comes out on video.
Yeah.
You know, that sounds like a good beer and popcorn movie. But I mean, Statham playing Statham, that's all that is. What was that one? Was it The Courier? Was that the name of that movie?
I'm sorry?
Wasn't that Statham in what was the name of it? The Courier?
The Transporter.
Transporter. Okay, yeah. The first one was good, the second one not so good. Now when he did the remake of The Mechanic, the original one being with Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
And the Charles Bronson one was a much, much better movie.
Right. I'm not really big on remakes, so
Well, if it hadn't been a remake, I think I would have enjoyed it more.
okay.
The Statham's version.
Hey, Data.
But knowing, hey, morning, Data. But knowing that it was a remake and having seen the remake, the original many times, because I am a Charles Bronson fan.
Yes.
Okay.
He is awesome.
And I mean, and everything on him was natural. There was no steroids on him or anything else. Bronson was Bronson.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Data. There's the Transport was the movie I was trying to think of, but if you want to watch a good, that was what, about 1965 movie,
Mm-hmm.
The Mechanic, the original one.
Yeah.
I will have to look that up because now I'm curious. 1972. Boy, I was way off. Yeah, 1972. That's really a good movie. That's when you'll enjoy watching.
Okay.
Yes, Data. You gave me the link to the President's Analyst, and I did watch it. You gave that to me a year ago. James Coburn is one of my go-to actors.
Oh yeah.
Damn, I actually remembered his name with no problem this time. Because I usually get James Coburn and Lee Marvin.
Oh,
I can get those two confused sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a fun movie to watch. I enjoyed it. This one here, I'm not too certain about it. The Woman in the Yard.
Drop? Oh. Yeah, I kind of want to see it just like the title and how creepy it looks in that image, but then people start talking. I'm like, I don't know. But I kind of want to see it. I'm kind of not really big on Drop because I don't know what it is and because Discord seems to be promoting it. And if you got to promote it that hard, you got to go in the messengers to promote it. I don't know.
Like this is another movie I've got no interest in. The Minecraft movie.
Ew, it's going to be like the Lego movie except really bad.
Yeah, it's got Jack Black in it, I think.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So.
Well, the Lego movies had Chris Pratt, and I like him, so.
Okay, so let's see here.
Mommy, are you going to have a good day today or a bad day?
I just feel so sorry.
Now that Daddy's dead, we're still going to live here?
You know what? I don't know.
Who pity me?
What's in these? What am I tasting? Doritos? I like it.
Can't go wrong with Doritos, man. Unless they're ranch.
And Mom, there's a woman in the yard.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Where'd she come
I
from?
don't know that either. Maybe she's dead.
Mama.
Come here, baby. It's nothing to be scared of, okay?
Daddy will know what to do.
All right. Hello? Can I help you?
It's just
My
creepy as
husband will
all
be back
hell.
very soon. We both know your husband's not coming home. I don't come unless I'm called.
Oh, you need to go. Nobody called you and you need to go.
Why is her face covered?
How did she get here?
Mama, I think she's closer.
Hey, you got 10 seconds to get off our property. You children are such darlings. Ripe enough to eat.
How are you?
Who is this woman? Huh? I am trying to protect you. Close the blinds, Kate. She needs the light to make a shadow. Come on. You've been praying for me.
What is this?
Let me help you like you asked me to.
Could be sleeping in a long
Stay
box.
away from my family. Today's the day.
Now, didn't that look like the house from the Amityville Horror?
Kind of a little
Did.
bit.
Hey, morning, Dar.
Good morning, oh boy. How's everybody?
Hey, it's time.
That shot looks like it's straight from the Amityville Horror.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kinda.
probably is. Probably using the same house.
I don't know if that house is still standing or not.
It is. So I watched, did a deep dive on that house just out of curiosity, you know,
Yeah,
because of all the weird stuff associated with it and all that.
yeah.
Right?
Okay, so the original owners, as you know, the son killed everybody, right?
Right.
Well, the next owners, you know, we had the poltergeist, and they had some of the most famous mediums out there. You know, they had some of those most famous people in the world kind of try to see if it was, you know, all this really was all these issues and that. And, but the second owner, right, sued a paranormal guy because they were both trying to cash in on the Amityville thing.
Oh, that couple?
And yeah, so no, not the couple, but somebody else before the couple, right?
Oh, okay.
So they were, you know, sued them because they were trying to cash in. And basically, then after he sold the house, the next three tenants, the people that own that house, never had any paranormal issues, never had any poltergeists, never had nothing, right? Just a normal house they lived in.
Right.
Yeah, and the house is still standing. Apparently, whoever owns it now rents it out to a lot of movie companies and things,
All right.
and television productions for when they want to make a documentary about the Amityville Horror. So there you go.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still standing. Well, at least it was back a few years ago. But
We're right now we're just looking at some of the movies that are either in the theaters or coming out theaters here real soon.
so you're looking at a bunch of movies not fit to go see, is what you're saying.
Now Novocaine looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks stupid.
So I'm looking forward to this. I'm going when Novocaine comes out to where I can run it, I'm going to watch it.
Well, I think the only one I'm interested in going seeing of the latest batch of movies is going to be the latest Jason Statham movie, Working Man.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Two reasons. Jason Statham action movies are always
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
They always have been. You know, like Rush was good. Rush 2, the sequel, not so much, but Rush was good.
The Beekeeper.
And let me think what else. You know, the Expendable movies. stupid as they were still good.
Oh,
No.
I just wanted to see those. I never got to it. Okay.
Yeah, well, they're all over streaming. They're easy to. They're on TV a lot, stuff too. So, real easy to get to see those. That's pretty much the no-brainer. But yeah, the Expendable movies. The first one was kind of interesting. It was kind of cool. The second one, it was just pure fan service and a bunch of has-beens in it and stuff like that. Same with Expendables 3, which the reason I liked Expendables 3 is because they brought in the new crowd, right? So you had the has-beens and the never worders in it, or soon to be's in it, which kind of makes my day.
All right.
So
There's
you gotta
the
give
picture.
the young blood a chance, right?
There's the picture of the Amityville house that I was thinking of. Where it
Yeah.
resembles this one.
So, like I say, I am pretty much of the thing is that most horror movies today, because of all the stuff that they have to put in there, and that they're really not worth watching. That they dumb down dialogues and everything else, which just hurts my brain.
All right.
Just goes to show you, it doesn't take much to hurt my brain, right?
I like the book better than the movie though, because they had that bit about Jody the pig in the book, and
Yeah.
that was the creepiest part of the whole thing for me. And when they didn't have it in the movie, I was kind of disappointed.
What's sort of surprising me about this horror flick here is normally you don't get black actors and actresses to make a horror flick like this.
Well, Jordan Peele, man.
Peele, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Trending now.
You can thank Jordan Peele for that, because that Get Out was an excellent movie. It was not what I was expecting at all.
So,
Yeah.
but I've got no. I guess I just outgrown or got tired of watching horror flicks.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Because that they really rely so much on blood, guts, and gore.
Well, it depends on the horror movie, right? Because there's the different genres, like the slashers, which have gone way, 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 way overboard nowadays. Then, of course, you have the, more esoteric type horror movies, 28 Days Later, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pandemic. And then you have the horror flicks that rely on jump scares.
I hate that.
The paranormal movies where they try to make you jump, right?
I hate that so much.
All of a sudden, some horrible thing pops up on the screen, makes you jump out of your seat. So yeah, that's so I get it. The horror genre of today has become so esoteric.
Whatever happened now to me, like Psycho.
Yeah, see, that's more the thinking man's kind of horror movie, right?
And the only jump scare I've ever had that really made me jump was Jaws, the first movie.
Yeah, where the guy's head pops out from the bottom of the boat and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the worst jump scare I had was the original version of Shudder, not the remake with Ashton Kutcher. But
yeah,
they were showing a picture, and I knew it was coming. I braced myself, and I still jumped when it came anyway. So yeah, that's the worst. But I don't know. I like the original versions of horror movies better than all these remakes they come out with. So,
well,
At
So
least
I did. Speaking of horror movies, I watched Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey.
oh, how was
Oh,
it?
okay.
Was it as bad as I thought it was going to be?
No, it actually wasn't too bad, but the thing was, and this is just my opinion, even though it's probably more correct and better of most opinions, is they had a real opportunity and they wasted it. They blew it.
What
Did you
streaming
see the
service did you
Steamboat
see it on?
Willie?
That's not even out yet.
You know, just add a little bit more, and it could have been such a much better movie. But they kind of wasted the opportunity they were given. That's just my opinion. Because I was expecting so much more than what I got.
Okay, let me see here. Steamboat Willie horror. Here we go.
Yeah, that one too kind of was it.
Oh, it's called Screamboat.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it hasn't come out yet.
No, it's not yet. But it will be.
I can't wait.
It's supposed to come out next month, April next month.
Yay.
Yeah, I'll probably rent it on Amazon or something. Who knows? The only real movie I'm looking forward to, the only movie I'm really kind of looking forward to is the Jason Statham movie, Working Man.
Okay.
Now, this one I'd never even heard of, Death of a Unicorn.
Nearby.
I haven't heard it either. Oh, okay.
I've not heard of this one.
Where is he from? Is he yours?
He's not my penguin.
Off you go.
I don't like penguins. Let's just keep this between ourselves. Then I'll let you all feed him some fish at lunchtime.
The Penguin Lessons. Rated PG-13.
Man.
Now playing only in theaters.
Listen to that clip of what's his name.
This entire nature preserve was donated by the Leopolds.
Oh.
It's truly untouched by man. Spotted any big game on the way.
Excuse me.
The fuck was that?
You know, you're supposed to
or something.
every so often talk to these things so you don't get a strike, right?
Break the armor.
Oh, there's the unicorn.
Yeah, like a glowing horn. Wonder if it parts rainbows.
He's so pretty.
Unicorns used to be seen like these divine monsters because people fully believe that they could heal literally anything.
It's an opportunity for immortality. We have a moral imperative to harvest every last one.
They're gonna kill us.
You're going to kill her.
Don't move.
It's mistake today.
Called it. There's no negotiating with monsters.
Ah,
Okay. Well, it looks more interesting than I did a couple of days ago because of that. So, yay.
Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega. Ah,
She's in everything. I don't know, man.
Yeah, she's the Johnny
She's like
come
the
lately.
new Zendaya.
Yeah, I didn't like the old one.
Comedy horror. I don't know if I've got no interest. I don't think in even renting this one. It would have to be a freebie, I think, before I'd watch it.
Okay. I mean, you
We should
wanna
rate
hear
these on like a beer scale or a drink scale. How
Right.
many drinks would it take for me to enjoy this movie?
That'd take at least the Death of the Unicorn, probably at least 8
5.
shots of
Oh,
Jameson's.
there you go.
Yeah, that'd probably be an 8-shotter.
I'm sorry. Anytime now I ever see anything have to do with penguins, I think of Benedict Cumberbatch trying to say the word penguin.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the best clip ever.
Good luck, opinions.
Okay.
Did you like it?
Let's see here.
Hell Summer. Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Eh.
Come on. My internet must really be slow today.
Let's see here.
I love him. I love Graham Norton though, so
Hello. Let's see. Oh, there's Benedict.
Go through this fast, try to get to the penguin part.
yeah. You just can't say it the same way twice. It's adorable.
This has got to be an old show.
It is.
Yeah, the old Graham Norton show.
Well, he used to have a show where they do like skits and stuff on it, so I'm not hearing it. I mean, I remember the clip, so I really wish I could hear it, but I'm not hearing it.
Okay.
I love how he just gives up after a while. It's just like Penguin.
Okay. Cannot say the word penguin.
He really can't. It's tragic, but hysterically funny at the same time.
There we go.
I mean, I don't believe in laughing at people that can't do a thing, but oh my God.
Has anybody gone out and spent money to watch this one?
What one's
Spent
that?
money to watch what? No.
Captain
Oh, the
America,
Captain America.
Brave
No.
World.
No.
No. I
No.
will never pay to watch that shit online.
You know the I'm sure the special effects are really cool and Red Hope's kind of cool. But yeah, thanks, but no.
I saw one of the clips, and the only part of it of the clips I saw that made me is like, okay, that's kind of cool. Where the now I can't remember his name, the guy with the mechanical arm,
Oh, Bucky, Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, right? Where the one woman come up and all of a sudden his arm's gone. She took it off of him.
Oh, she got a what was it? Are you talking about the girl from Guardians of the Galaxy? She got the arm for a rocket, I think. She gave it to him for Christmas or something.
Mantis?
Yeah, I love her.
No, I thought it was one of the Wakanda women.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Come up and had some machine, some tool or something that just
Yoink.
unbolted the thing from his arm and nothing flat.
Yeah.
Unbolted his arm from him. But I'm not going to go and play the trailer. That's how little regard I got for this movie.
Man, somebody put out some lame ass trailer for an Iron Man 4 movie, and all the trailer was a row of chairs with the Marvel stars' names on the back, and they're all empty, and you're just going down the row of chairs, and at the end of it is Robert Downey Jr. in the Doctor Doom outfit or something. I don't know. Worst trailer ever.
I heard. I didn't. I think I was either working on the chicken this morning or doing dishes, one or the other. Maybe I was even cooking breakfast. But I heard somebody talking about a trailer for that girl that stole the Captain or the Iron Man outfit. Yeah, Ironheart.
Yeah, Ironheart.
Yeah.
That some movie with about Ironheart, and I'm like, oh my God, no, they're not actually doing that, are they?
See, I saw that trailer, and it kind of looked more like his daughter took the suits, which actually would make more sense. But whatever, man. I really thought it was his daughter, and I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't bitch it. I'd be okay with it, like, okay.
Yeah, there actually is an Ironheart movie. But it's been in production now since 2022. So it's been in production for 3 years now.
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay. Well, there's a TV series.
I'm not gonna
too.
go see it. What?
Yeah, there's an Ironheart TV series.
I did not know this. Not that I'll
Yeah,
watch that
just goes
either.
to show you how much you pay attention, huh?
Yeah, this is interesting. But anyway, well, not interesting because I got no intentions on seeing it, but that's beside the point. Um, Now, I tell you what, though, I am kind of interested to see what Downey brings to being a villain.
I think he'd make an excellent villain because I've seen him in some things where he wasn't a very nice guy, and wow, yeah.
That- Hey, Johnny, good morning.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing. See, now I can't remember the role he's playing, and it was you just
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom, right? I'm kind of interested to see what he brings to Doctor Doom.
It'll be interesting seeing how he becomes Doctor Doom. Like how you gonna pull that one off?
Right. This is one I'm not too interested in watching because I'm absolutely worn out on De Niro.
Ew, no.
And
What?
I'm worn out on De Niro and I'm worn out on mob movies. You know, they had their whole thing and starting off with The Godfather and then The Goodfellas and everything else, and I'm just worn
Casino.
out.
All that, yeah.
Then you had what was that HBO show?
Oh, I don't know.
Ran
The
for
Sopranos.
yeah, Sopranos.
I actually liked that. I saw part of it, bits and pieces of it.
I think I watched I may have watched parts of a half dozen or so episodes, and I just never done anything for me. And I got burned out on De Niro a while ago.
I got burned out on dinner just seeing him in the news.
Well, that too. But this is he plays two roles in this movie. He's both main characters.
What movie? Hold on a minute. Let me switch
This
back to
is called
Audrey's
the
children.
Alto Knights.
Meh.
He plays both main characters. So there's that. You want to watch the trailer to that there, Dar?
What's that?
I said, did you want to watch the trailer for this Alto Knights?
No, not really, because I think it's going to suck.
Yeah. Mickey 17.
Okay.
Known as an expendable, goes on a dangerous journey to colonize an ice planet. That's not much of a synopsis.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
And they don't even have it listed as sci-fi. It says action, adventure, drama. So I'm kind of curious where this is going. Gee whiz, thanks, Guy.
What? Oh.
See you tomorrow.
What do you mean, see you tomorrow? He's leaving? Everybody's leaving us? Mm.
Well, wait, what kind of hand signal is she making?
Oh, something like this.
Not the dreaded OK sign, I hope.
What was that, Dart?
Not the dreaded OK sign. Is that
That
Robert Pattinson? I kind of recognize that dirt face.
Robert Pattinson, yep. Oh,
Ew,
Mark
Mark Ruffalo, ew.
Ruffalo's in it. It's that's already okay. There's a strike.
I don't know what it is. I hear he's in it, and I'm like, ew.
What the hell movie is this? Oh, the Johnny 17 or whatever.
Mickey 17, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo, okay. Oh, damn, I had the oven preheating all this time.
Oh no!
Like
Well,
a
it should be
dumbass.
hot by now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, almost 2 hours of preheating. Yeah, it should be
Don't
ready to
even,
go.
you know, my ex gonna be calling me about the damn electric bill and blaming it on something that has nothing to do with it, like the dryer or something that I barely use. Because my spinner on my washer is so good, the clothes are drying like half an hour when I hang them up. I don't even
Oh.
need the dryer. Okay, wait a minute. That's not it. That's it. No, I don't want that. But I guess that's what we're having. Okay. Oh, the oven's not even on. I told him turn the oven on. It's freaking cold. You know. I told him to. It's just 2 buttons he had to hit. And he just walked in. Yeah, I turned the oven on. That oven was not fucking on. He lied. Damn it. Now my biscuits got to take so long.
Okay, I may rent that movie when it comes out on DVD.
What, Mickey 17?
Yeah, I may rent it because it does look kind of fun.
I like Robert Pattinson though, so maybe I don't know. I'll wait till you see it. And you can tell me if it's worth it.
That's a good thing about Fandango. You know, you can rent the movie for $3.
Mm.
So they give you like 48 hours to watch it.
Okay. Oh no, is
And
that
then,
my phone?
and then you can't watch it anymore.
You know, ever since I was a little girl, I'd unroll the biscuits and I'd get scared of when they pop. Thank you.
Get scared of, oh,
Yeah. Hello.
well, it's
Good
like
morning.
that
Thank you for calling this recorded line.
it's like that urban legend of the woman that had the can pop in the back of her head and she thought she'd been shot or something.
Oh, I never heard of that
Yeah.
one. Boy?
Yeah, it's a oldie but a goodie.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever since I was little, I was scared of the biscuits popping, and I thought I got over it, but now I'm holding this can and it didn't pop when I peeled off the label. So now I'm just kind of stressed. Low key stressed, just looking at it going, come on, pop, it, pop.
Bounce it against the
there we go.
corner
I
of your
did that.
counter or use a butter knife to pop it open if you don't want
did
to use
all
your
that.
thumb.
I got it. It didn't. None of that worked, but I got it. I'm gonna
I,
end you. Go out of here.
I use
That
my
was proof of
thumbnail to
life.
pop these things open half the time.
Oh my god. All this for some damn biscuits. These better be some really good biscuits to be worth this stress.
Yeah, that movie Novocaine is the only
Yeah.
one that I'm really looking forward to watching when it
You
comes.
got
When
the
I can.
every man suddenly super powered and still really humble. Yeah. That reminded me of Guns Akimbo though, for real. That was good. Anyway, there we go. Man, I got some ham hocks. I'm gonna take those out tomorrow and make some red beans and rice with ham hocks and cornbread. You want to live?
This is interesting. I just got noticed. My browser's lost connection to my screen share audio.
Oh no!
Try
We're walking
sharing your
around.
screen again. Wow.
Hey,
I've
Johnny
been able
Bob's
to.
Taco.
I've been able to hear you guys.
Okay, that's all you need.
So
Yeah, that's all you need. As long as you can hear me, that's the
All you
important thing.
need to get by.
yeah. The only joke I got to tell you is that we're all living in one.
Yeah, nobody gets out alive. I know.
No,
So
not
I
me.
was
I'm gonna live
figuring Data
forever.
or Johnny would have a joke for me.
Hey, hold. You keep waiting for that shield to pop up. Don't even kid around.
Oh, yeah, say Shio's name 3 times and he will appear.
No, don't say it. Don't do it, man.
Well, you talking about Shieldgraph?
Oh.
Shiograph.
No.
Shieldgraph.
It's been said 3 times. He'll emerge. He'll come in with some
Then you say
awful
it
joke.
and get rid of it. Oh my god.
He used to be a Marine or something. I'm convinced of that because he has that military dark humor down pat.
Why does a cow wear a belt? Or okay, I don't know, Data. Hit us with the punchline.
Oh man, I
It is
forgot they're
cow
coming
wear
out with the
belt.
Dogman
People can't
movie.
sneak up on you.
Well, they're not gonna go boy tipping. That was just a movie because his horns don't work.
Work, yeah. That's good. I'm going to use that one. I like it because his horns don't work. So, what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
A sit down. Oh, okay. I was gonna say a sit down dinner, but that got me. Okay.
Oh, sit down dinner works too. Yeah.
Did you see that on?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say, did you see that on X where somebody was asking people if they would eat an elephant?
Ew, no.
Yeah, one bite at a time.
And they're looking, if you wouldn't eat an elephant, why do you eat a cow? And I said, well, yeah, I'll eat an
Cows
elephant.
are
It might take
yummy.
me a year or two, but I'd eat it.
Cows are yummy though. That's how you get meatballs and short ribs and stuff. All that good stuff.
Yeah.
I imagine
meatballs in the
elephant would
freezer,
taste
like-
pretty good.
No.
Well, you know what PETA stands for, right?
People eat tasty animals.
Okay.
That's the
Or
old Rush
if you
Limbaugh
actually live in the area for which they are headquartered, then it stands for People Embarrassing the Tidewater Area.
Okay.
Because they're located in Norfolk, right?
I mean, in a practical sense, I could see eating elephant, but I just can't imagine it would taste as good as beef or chicken. Man. Like,
What do you call a well-balanced horse?
A well-balanced horse?
Yeah, that's what it says. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me look again. Yep. What do you call a well-balanced horse?
tell me.
Stable.
Oh, Jesus.
That was good.
Kick
That
him
was
out.
good.
I was so happy to hear you come in, and you have worn out your welcome. Damn.
See,
that is not a.
I hear that often, You know, they're like, so many people are so glad to see me come, but they're even happier to see me leave. So yeah, it's good.
Well, just breaking news: Trump has directly addressed the Supreme Court to override these judges that are telling him he can't deport people.
Oh.
So that's taken more time than I thought it would take for him to go to the Supremes for it, but he went before him this morning. What would bears be without bees? Ears.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm thinking Data's a dad.
When I was in high school and I worked in the AV lab, I had to push an egg up a ramp with my nose. Raw egg. And if it broke, I had to start over again. They made all of us freshmen do it.
Been there, done that.
Not, you know, I didn't make any of the freshmen do it when I was a senior. I didn't believe in that hazing crap. But if I wanted to work the AV lab when I was a freshman, I had to do that. And by God, I wanted to work the AV lab. Got me out of homeroom.
Okay.
I hated homeroom.
I think we all hated homeroom.
I didn't hate it.
Got me out of homeroom and study halls. Anytime I wasn't in class, I was back in the AV lab. Hey, morning, Paul. How you doing today? Okay, Dar's punching holes in something.
Oh no, it's fine. Not punching holes in anything. It's my keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, I was trying to multitask.
What's Forrest Gump's password? 141.
Oh Lord.
That's funny. That is funny. 141.
One.
I like that one. That one's good.
Yeah, that was worth the price of admission.
How did we
Data,
get here?
I don't know where you got that joke from, but it was worth it. That's the best one you've done yet.
Can always count on Data.
But so are there any? I mean, I only stopped at those few movies. I mean, there's what? The Fiend is coming out. Oh no, The Friend is coming out.
Megan 2's
Penguin
gonna be out in a
Lessons.
few months. I'm excited about
the
Megan
date.
2.
Oh, I didn't. This is another one I had not heard of. Now, I may have to grab my grandson and go take him to the movies. I'm going to have to grab my grandson and take him to the movies.
Okay.
This entire meal for just $6.99.
Get past the
large
required commercial here.
Not the cutting board. Don't be greedy. Arby's, we have the meat.
UFO. Time for the next phase of my plan. Nothing can stop me now. I hope that shatterproof glass can withstand the abuse. Mother!
Looks like it's up to us to save the Earth.
It was nice knowing you. Now who gets what?
Yeah, I used to really like Looney Tunes movies and stuff, but I don't know about now.
Situation is under control. There's no way we could screw this
But I
up.
love Daffy Duck. Daffy and Wile E.
Boy, that almost blew up in our.
Oh, that's already out?
When my hair started thinning, I didn't want to hear the wisecracks.
I was ignoring my hair because I was.
Oh, no.
Oh no, my hair's thinning. Well, my hair's been thinning for a long time.
I am going to. I have got to see that movie. I am
What
going to
movie?
have to grab my grandson to take you and go see this movie.
A real man would just walk in and watch it.
Damn.
Oh no, I think my grandson. I think MT would really like this movie. Okay, okay, that must be Cat in my driveway now because I've already got one Amazon delivery this morning. So if you can't data, if you can't tell the difference between a cow and a bull, you in some heap of trouble when you go to milk it.
That's a fact. Consistency of the milk would be considerably different too.
Oh my God. Stop.
Oh.
If you have all the wrong thing, you might get some extra creamy.
Jesus Christ, dude. Stop, man.
Yeah, no, I can't. I help myself. You know, see, it's your fault you invited a sailor on the show. Just saying.
Oh my God, no.
We had a Navy guy come into the hotel the other night, renting a room when I was there.
Okay.
And he asked for a military discount. His buddy was there, and I said, "Okay, well, I need to see your ID card." He goes, "My ID card?" I said, "Yeah, I need to see your military ID card in order to give you a discount." He goes, "We don't carry ID cards with us anymore."
Then you don't get a discount.
And I'm like, so I'm like, yeah. Of course, I pulled mine out and I said, "Listen, this thing's been I've had one of these of one form or another in my wallet every day since 1978.
1948.
1978, not 48. I'm not that old." And
I know it's funnier the way I said it though.
he just sort of looked at me and he goes, "Really?" I said, "You don't get." And the guy standing next to him was Army, and the Army guy pulled his. They don't call them ID cards anymore. They call them CAC cards.
Yep. Common
CAC.
access card.
Right.
So calling a CAC card is redundant. You just call it a CAC or you call it a card. You don't call it a CAC card because that's redundant. Because the last C in CAC stands for card.
Yeah.
Access card.
When I went in to get my permanent ID card, you know, the guy that was doing it, you know, pulled his card out and stuck it in the side of his computer to turn his computer on.
Yep, that's how it works.
It's like you. Okay. You know, I was there when Captain Zero brought in his jet. He was we called him Captain Zero, Japanese exchange pilot.
Okay.
Learning how to fly F-15s. And he hit the guide wire to the local television, radio station, police, emergency communications tower. Had all that on one tower, and that tower dropped to the ground, sheared off the wing of the F-15. He still managed to bring it in for a landing, but the one television station, 3 radio stations, the police and ambulance services and fire departments had no communications for 2 weeks until they got a new tower up. You know, they got emergency stuff going, but they didn't have good communications. Hey, morning, Pat. For 2 weeks until they got a new tower put up. And that was the quickest anybody'd seen one of them huge towers go up in a long time.
So ahoy there, Pat. How are you doing this morning?
So Army, Marine, Navy, and Air Force officers were all told to secure the building. You forgot the Space Force.
Well, no, Space Force doesn't count, So yeah, so an Army, Marine, Navy, and Air Force officers are all told to secure the building. So what happens? The Air Force officer submits a requisition for the building. The Navy guy goes in, sweeps the floor, turns out the light, locks the door. The Army guys, they secure a perimeter of 100 feet around the building, and the Marines go inside and kill everybody that's there.
Oh my God.
You know, Paul, you're not far from wrong. F-15s literally could fly vertically straight up. One of the few they had a pilot at Luke Air Force Base in 1979. He got in trouble for this. He put the landing gear handle in the up position, and as soon as he broke ground and the weight on wheels switch is deactivated, the wheels would pop up into the belly of the jet, and he'd pull back on the he pulled back on the stick, throw the jet into afterburner. And he actually damaged the runway doing that. But he loved taking that jet straight up in the air. But that 15, it is one hell of a powerful, those F-100 engines it's got in it. Those suckers will throw that airplane in a direction in a hurry. One thing is we tell guys go out there and catch jet wash. Give them
Oh my God.
one of those big 55-gallon garbage bags. Tell them they got to stand behind the jet and catch the jet wash so it can be sent in for testing.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's just like in the Navy, we tell them to go get a foot of water line.
Oh.
Y'all are too much.
Get a bucket of steam, go down and get a BT punch.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No,
Oh, man. Oh,
Mel Buoy watch is one of my favorites. Of course, that one doesn't work so good anymore because everybody gets electronic mail. But
yeah.
Back in the old days, it was funny. Dress them all up, give them a big hug, lay them down on the deck. Now, when that Mel Buoy comes by, you better snag it because all these guys are depending on their mail. Let them lay out there for about an hour and then get all nice and sweaty. What? You mean there's no Mel Buoy? No, there's not. But it's damn funny what having you lay out there and look for it.
Yeah, we send them out for a yard of flight line or send them into supply asking for vortex generator fluid.
Yeah, we used to do a lot of that same kind of thing, except for it would be like You know, we send them down for a BT punch. BTs are boiler techs.
Oh, okay. So the boiler techs to turn around and punch them?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Just turn around. Pow. But it's the main reason why we did all that, you know, go find some water line, you know, get a bucket of steam, go get some, you know, mortar bearing grease or whatever. Two reasons for it. One was fun to just screw with the new guy, but also it was a good way for them to learn their way around the shed, to know where everything was at. So dual purpose.
And
You know.
we'd get the pilots involved with some of them, and have the pilot come out and start patting his pockets. Oh, damn it, I forgot the keys. And he'd look at the new guy and ask him to run into ops and get the keys to the jet for him. Now, obviously, there's no such thing, but another thing it did too, though, is that you could learn in a hurry which people had, could get thick enough skins to be around.
Yeah. Well, not only that, have thick skin, but also, you know, the ones that pay attention to what you're asking.
And the ones that went crying to the first shirt or whatever about being picked on. Yeah,
you don't want to hang out with them.
They made themselves instant pariahs. Nobody
targets too.
Yeah, nobody had anything to do with them. Just
well, not only that, but then you could always tell the shifty guy was trying to get away with that not working. He'd go look for hours and hours. You find him in his rack a couple hours later. You go, yeah, we know you knew what the score was, but you know, it's taking advantage of it. Had a couple guys that did that to us. They just went down and hooked it up in their rack.
Yep. Well,
can't say I blame them. You know, it's not like you're gonna bust them for it, but
you know, they realized that they were being played, and they decided to take advantage of it.
That's right.
So
those are smart guys, actually.
Yep. We caught one guy. He was sitting out at the Roach Coach enjoying a chili cheese dog.
Yep.
You know, it's like, okay, cool beans.
Yeah, that's the guy you gotta watch.
He understood the assignment from the beginning. So he became the you did definitely have to watch him to make sure you didn't screw off too much. But the neighbors are out touching up the paint on their house. They're trying to sell it. Like I said, I gotta watch out who moves in. I may end up going getting a bunch of chickens.
Oh no!
It's like we had this one guy, right, who got busted outside the NCO club. That's what you guys call it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he got busted out there. He had a girl bent over the car, the hood of his car, right? He got busted. So next day at Captain's Mess, Captain goes, was she so pretty that she's worth it? He looks up at the cat and says, I don't know. I never saw her face.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God. When he said that, it was everything I could do to keep from laughing when he said that. You know, and I'm like, oh God. You know, a couple of the chiefs and junior officers that were in the room at the time, they were doing the same thing. Like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. Needless to say, his career was very short.
Oh my God.
That was a funny. Was she that pretty? I don't know. Never saw her face.
There's a YouTube video out
Wrong
there. well,
answer.
bunch of videos out there,
no,
you know,
put it
supposed
back.
Captain
Put
Mass
it here. You want jam?
that I've
Well,
wondered if they were actually real or not.
they're not. Just so you know,
Okay.
they don't videotape that.
Y'all don't record them?
No. The only reason I was in the room is because
Stop,
he worked
please.
for me. So
The
when
guy-
you go to Captain's Mass, it's usually the captain, the XO, your division officer, and then probably like your department head, right? And that's pretty much it. Then if you like said, yeah, I want the JAG officer to be there to represent you, whatever. But most of the time, you don't get representation at Captain's Mass. It's just you're in trouble. You screwed up. It's not like real court. So it's actually a lot of times it's better to go to Captain's Mass.
It better go to Captain's Mass than.
Yeah, a lot of times it's better to go to Captain's Mass than taking it to actual trial or anything like that.
So Captain's Mass is just below court martial?
Yeah, it's a summary punishment, right?
Okay.
So it would be like, okay, so let's say if you got a speeding ticket in Mayberry RFD,
right?
You show up in front of the judge magistrate, pay your $25 and split, right? That's kind of what Captain's Mass is like. It's a local thing.
Let's see, like in the Air Force, we have the letters of counseling. That'd be your immediate supervisor or your flight chief would do that.
Yeah, we have those too.
Then it would go up to letter of admonishment, which had to be issued by an E9 or an officer.
Right.
Okay. Then after you had letter of counseling, letter of reprimands. Letter of reprimand, again, your immediate supervisor or flight chief. Letter of admonishment. Then after letter of admonishment, it would go up before the colonel, and that's would start your it could end up being either a letter of admonishment or it could just go ahead and do an Article 15.
Yeah. So then of course there's court martial offenses and stuff like that as well. But yeah, so you just if you get like if your supervisor puts like if you get 3 bad counseling chits, your letter of admonishment. And then you can go to Captain's Mass. And it's usually stuff like, it could be like loss of a rank, or it could be forfeiture of pay, something like that. Or if it's bad enough, they can put you on bread and water.
Is that literally bread and water?
You want. Yeah, bread and water. They can put you on bread and water.
And I'm serious though. It's just literally, a loaf of bread and a bucket of water.
All the bread you want and all the water you can drink. And a lot of the bigger ships actually have brigs too. They can slap you in the brig, feed you bread and water.
You come out of there fat doing that.
Well, some guys have, some guys not so much.
Especially if you liked bread.
Yeah, well, no, we've had guys. I've seen that once. You put a guy on bread and water.
Now, I mean, yeah, I've seen court martials where people got either sent to the Navy brig, or one guy, actually 2 guys got sent to Leavenworth.
Yeah,
but their court martials, The first guy got 15 years. The second guy got 7 years. So I think anything up to a year, we just sent them up to the Navy base, over to the Navy base, and they were put in the Navy brig. We had to pay
Yeah.
the Navy to put them up.
Well, yeah,
So
we don't do that shit for free.
no. And then lots of extra duty. Lots of people got extra duty.
Oh yeah, extra duty, or we call it something different, but yeah. And so the rules for extra duty was it had to teach them something, right? You couldn't just like, okay, you're gonna clean heads for after work or something like that. You actually had to give them, but a lot of times it was basically that kind of stuff. Like when other divisions they put their guys, on extra duty in that, I would say, hey, if they are supposed to be serving extra duty, send them to me. I got work for them. And I'd work them till like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Because there was stuff that I needed done that I didn't want to do.
Right. Our extra duty usually turned out to be they had to work weekends for, they may have to work 15 extra weekends. Well, they'd have to work those weekend duties 15 weeks in a row. So that meant, that they were on duty 7 days a week for 15 weeks.
Yeah.
With no time off.
Most of our extra duty was like a couple hours a night for a few days.
We always had jets that needed worked on the weekends, so go in and spend 8 hours a day, Saturdays and Sundays, working on airframes, fixing them, doing your job. And 15 weeks, though, man, that you were worn out by the end of that 15 weeks, though. That was the one commander's favorite extra duty length, 15 weeks. He'd say 30 days extra duty, which would work out to 15 weeks. So, you wouldn't think you go 30 days, that's not too bad until you realize it's 2 days at a time.
Yeah. Then we'd have guys, that mouth off to their chief or whatever. So they'd say, well, you have 3 hours. So I'd take them. I got work for them to do.
That's actually what I got my letter of admonishment for, was cussing out a chief master sergeant, cussing out an E9.
I never cussed out an E9, but I did.
I was working on it. I was working on an
somebody
aircraft, and he shut off the power on me, and that meant that I had to redo the job all over again, and it was like a 40-minute job, and I cussed him out up one side and down the other for shutting off the power. And I ended up getting a letter of admonishment for using foul language to an E9. They asked me if I
never got in trouble for that.
They asked me if I'd apologize for it, and I told them not only no, but hell no. So, okay. What other movies are coming out here that we didn't talk about? The Monkey. Every time I see the picture of that, I think of the Stephen King short story. So I don't know if that's what they're doing or not. Yeah, it is based on the
really think
Stephen.
that's what it. Yeah.
It actually is based on the Stephen King short story.
Mhm.
So,
That one really creeped me out.
Paddington Bear. You gotta be British to enjoy Paddington Bear.
No, we liked those movies a couple of years ago when they started coming out. They were cute. I guess I'll have to take them to the next one in Peru or whatever.
They're doing a live action Mufasa.
Ugh, not another one.
No, this one's Mufasa this time.
Yeah, like we don't know how that ends already.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. There are just so many movies here that just I don't understand how what they're thinking when they're making them.
Money.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
SpongeBob,
See-
money. Yeah.
A Robin Hood, but no synopsis of the movie or nothing. Just shows some guy standing on a ladder over a city.
Nah, you know what? Alan Rickman as the sheriff, man, you will never get better than that. I'm not going to go see this.
No, this is a modern day Robin Hood. It's not.
Yeah, it's going to be down. It's a downgrade done. Definitely.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
There's already been so many Robin Hood movies made that I don't get why you need more.
We got that fat bastard Jack Black flapping around past his expiration date, and we lost Alan Rickman. This is bullshit.
No, they're not. They are not. They're okay. They're re-releasing the Goonies for the 40th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
They're just re-releasing the original
I only
movie.
saw it a couple of years ago, so.
So I've got, at least they're not remaking it.
Right? An all-girl cast.
Yeah. Or bring back the original cast as adults and have them getting into something new. Some new problems. Now that would be fun.
Pete,
That
you're
could be
45.
interesting.
Call the police already.
Oh.
Oh Lord. Night of the Zoopocalypse.
Oh God.
A wolf and a mountain lion team up when a meteor unleashes a virus turning zoo animals into zombies.
Oh Lord. I'm wondering if it's gonna be anything like Zombiever. I didn't see that one. I'm just guessing.
We'll run that. Let me share that. Okay, let's see here what this trailer does.
Today's the day.
Oh.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Oh. Today's the day.
Rated PG-13.
Yup.
You just don't get it, do you, Gracie? Sooner or later, something bad or worse is gonna happen.
Grandma, we live in a zoo.
Nothing interesting ever happens here.
You hear that? I think something's not right.
Evasive maneuver 7, Delta 15!
It has become some
Oh,
kind of
Clive
mise en
Barker.
scène.
Well,
Oh, come on.
okay. I could handle a Clive Barker movie.
Sorry, kid, but your grandma's a monster.
Alright.
All right, we got to get out of here.
Hi, I'm Pooh. I'm a pygmy hippo. Or am I?
That sounded like my daughter.
All right, that's cute.
It was.
That's cute. So
Now I just gotta convince my daughter to let me take her to see it.
yeah, fun popcorn. Yeah, the older kids. I wouldn't take younger kids to go see it.
Oh no, it's kind of cute.
Yeah, it depends on the kid, though. You know how my one nephew, when he was under the age of 7 or 8, I would not have taken him to go see that because it would have given him nightmares.
Oh wow.
So he was that kid that had nightmares about,
Oh.
and so you couldn't watch horror, anything least bit scary around him with him, or else that night he'd keep the family up.
Wow.
Screaming in his sleep.
Oh.
So, hey, I got banned from watching Dark Shadows when I was a kid when they introduced Quentin.
Oh, the werewolf,
yeah.
right?
Right. Quentin gave me nightmares.
Oh wow.
Barnabas Collins never bothered me.
Oh.
No one else bothered me, but Quentin bothered me.
And then he ended up on Dallas.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
I don't know.
What was his role on Dallas?
I didn't watch Dallas. All I know it was on all of the tabloids when he ended up there, so that's the only reason I knew. I was a Dynasty fan.
Okay, Quentin Collins from Dark Shadows was... Who played him? Who played him?
David Selby, I think.
Yeah, David Selby and David Selby, David. Okay, so David Selby. Because I don't remember him. When I was in Germany, all we had was AFRTS. So, if you wanted to watch television, you watched whatever they had, and they had Dallas on.
Okay.
So, okay, yeah, those eyes, man, I still remember those eyes of his. I think that's the part that got me more than anything else.
Okay.
Because he just had those eyes that freaked me out. Okay. So okay, now I remember him from Raised Titanic, Flamingo Road, Falcon Crest. He was on Falcon Crest, so he couldn't have been on Dallas if he was on Falcon Crest.
Okay. Don't shoot me down.
Well, no, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, come on, all them shows were the same. So in 2017, he had a recurring role in the drama Legion. All right.
The only Legion I know of is the movie with what's his name, Paul Bettany. I love that movie.
He was on Mad Men and Cold Case. Okay. Got Golden Raspberry for the worst supporting actor for his role in Raise the Titanic.
I'm guessing that was a documentary.
You know,
I don't know.
he went from Flamingo Road to Falcon Crest. Okay.
Okay.
So, anyway. Well, I guess that's going to be about it when we're looking up old
Nighttime
Dark
shows.
Shadow cast crew to see what they did.
Okay.
I'm trying to close off some tabs here to see if there's anything I missed. Okay. Hey, Dar, you might have missed it, but you've heard about those what they the ground penetrating radar of the pyramids, right?
No, I heard some about it, but I didn't really pay that close attention.
Okay. Well, just be aware there are people who have already, I showed one of them earlier, they're doing AI generated tours of what's underneath the pyramids, saying that they're
Oh,
true.
cool.
They're I showed one of them, and you know that's the scary thing about this AI generated stuff, man. It's starting to look too real. It's getting harder and harder to tell that it's AI, not something that actually happened. But Snopes is saying no credible evidence supports claims of vast underground structures found beneath Egyptian pyramids.
I mean, there'd have to be.
Yeah,
What's the
well,
point
I don't
otherwise?
trust Snopes or anything else.
There you go.
I don't trust them either, but there's people that do.
No.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, for little
my
things,
thought
yeah.
process is this, we've known about the pyramids for a long time. Guys back in the 30s and stuff went crawling around underneath there and all that.
But not
So we
really
pretty much
underneath.
know. So, we know that there's stuff there and it's all very cool and all that. And we all know about the people who will tell you that ancient aliens helped build the pyramids and all that. So I really don't, I'm not all depth up on any of it, so it doesn't really matter to me.
I mean, I'm not going to say that's not even a remote possibility, but why? I mean, I can't see aliens coming down here and doing this with no purpose in mind other than a whim.
Well, yeah, so I'm kind of the opinion the Great Pyramids were created for a reason, and they wanted that's how they honored their dead and all that.
There you go.
And and my thought process is this way, right? Funerals are for the living, not for the dead.
Yep.
So when it comes my time, dump my ashes out to sea because I had to go out to sea and dump other people's ashes. So
damn it, Shio.
It's their turn to do it for me, damn it. And then the other thing is, if you guys want to honor me or whatever, then carry on, do whatever makes you happy. I don't care. And that's kind of that's how I look at it.
There are no small roles, only. Oh my God! Shut up.
Only small actors.
They're called little people.
Yeah. So yeah, as far as any of that goes, you do you, boo.
Shio, you're about 30 minutes late. We did the
Oh,
three name
Shio.
calls.
See,
We did the
I
three name
told you
calls
he
for
would
you a
show
half
up.
hour ago.
Yeah,
why.
I was waiting for Shio to come and tell me a joke.
Yep. Well, he's putting them out.
Why?
The hokey pokey was a
Well,
riot. Okay. Yeah.
okay. So the reason why they lost their roles in that is because Peter Dinklage, he pulled up the ladder behind him.
Yeah.
That's all that is. That asshole. He's doing the gatekeeping. He said, now that I'm famous, nobody else can be. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Yeah. This is interesting. So I'm glad to see Shio for one because I appreciate his humor.
He's
God.
Shio, were you ever in the military? Out of curiosity. Because I know he's a young guy. He may or may not been.
No, but his father was. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then that would explain it. Yeah, because I was wondering, because you have that dark sense of humor thing down pat. That's very much a military trait.
Yep.
That's the reason I asked, my friend.
Very much so. Oh, your dad was a jarhead for 22
Yeah,
years.
I see, didn't I say that earlier?
Yeah.
So I wonder if he was in the Marine Corps.
Yep.
I called it. I see. Do I not know my branches, or do I not know my branches? Not like I've been around long enough. So yeah, so your dad was a crayon eater. Do you also like crayon, Shio? Just out of curiosity.
Oh.
Yeah, I went there. Yeah, I said it.
Ashy grandparents.
Yeah, ashy
Ashy
grandparents.
You are the worst.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm ever shocked, but yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, that
He still didn't ask a question about if you like crayons.
I was trying to figure out where he was going with that joke.
So, Shio, just as you guys know, the U.S. Marine Corps just turned 250 years old. Go Marine! And on the Marine Corps' birthday, Crayola brought back 8 retired colors.
Of course they did.
It was the most fantastic. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Did they wheel out a red flavored cake or?
No, just the 8 colors that they retired. They brought out. So I do have a couple of friends of mine that are jugheads, and I was thinking, what'd be funny is if I went and bought them one of those special packs of Crayolas.
Get the 64 box with the sharpener.
How well did that go over?
That was the best. Yeah, I agree.
Man, that's all any of us ever wanted as a kid was a 64 pack with the sharpener.
I didn't like my parents always got me the colored pencils because I didn't like using the crayons.
Okay. Nah, that was a big deal though when I was a kid. I always ended up getting like the 16 or the 24 pack. It was a nice pack, but it didn't have the sharpener that everybody wanted.
Well, I think what it was is my younger brothers and sisters didn't like using the pencils. So that's why I always wanted pencils. That way
Oh,
they left my pencils alone because they always,
yeah,
they constantly lost their crayons,
it happens.
or my youngest brother, of course, broke them.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Some of the stuff we used to do when we were kids. Oh
Oh
well.
god. Boy finishes biscuits. He's in there yelling at the world.
I got sniped in the. I thought she had breast cancer then. Oh, Shio. Okay, yeah. You can do that to your Cybertruck
What
now.
did he do now?
What do you?
Oh Jesus.
What am I missing here?
I can't. I just can't with him. I swear.
I never thought. I'd never thought of that.
I knew you'd laugh.
Yeah. So actually, I did see something really funny the other day. Someone said that what they were going to do is put a Toyota sticker on the back of their Cybertruck, so everybody would think it was a Toyota.
Yep, I saw that picture going around.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
Yep. And sadly though, there's probably enough people that fell for it.
Oh God, she'll stop.
Yeah, somebody else said that what they were going to do is pull the Tesla badges off their car and put Honda badges on there, right?
Yeah.
And say my car identifies as trans, respect it, or else you're a bigot. And I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
So, what do you think of this? They're talking about labeling anybody attacking Teslas as labeling them as domestic terrorists.
Well, I mean, they're all organized and they're all going after a certain demographic, so that kind of sounds like the description.
I'm not too sure I like that idea, though.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think anybody caught vandalizing somebody's car needs to be punished for it. And anybody caught, destroying vehicles or charging stations or attacking the sales areas should be properly, the one like that one guy that set off the Molotov cocktails. Okay, I can see him being charged with terroristic.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of fitting that one guy who was doing it set himself on fire. I just. Yeah,
I missed that story.
It was a big one. Maybe there is karma.
If it won't work from home anyway, I won't be performing anymore.
Oh. Now, stop. Y'all heard it. It's Rufy's alive.
Okay, Shio. Now I get I missed the first line of that joke. That's okay.
Oh, gee, I wonder why. Damn.
What's the difference between me and cancer? Yeah. I got my butt whipped more than one time. Oh, did you hear about the woman? She made her son refuse to get on the school bus to go home.
What?
And she had like an hour's drive to go out to the school to pick him up. So she told the school to make him walk. And she left her place of business, drove straight home, and she happened to get home he was like 100 yards from the house when she pulled in the driveway.
Oh.
And the school wanted to send CPS over on her for making her kid walk is like 3 miles.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like,
if it were Florida, I'd say yeah, because you know how hot it gets during the school year, man.
it's not that hot right now.
Not right now, no, but the
It will
majority of
be.
the year it's pretty freaking
No,
hot.
this just happened.
Oh.
This just happened. So somebody called CPS on her, and she's like, listen, he's got to understand that if he intentionally misses his school bus by refusing to get on it, then he's got to get his own way home. He can't,
Was that what he was doing? Refusing to get on the school bus and calling
Yeah.
mom? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no. I couldn't do that with my kids. I couldn't do it. They look so innocent. It's like when
So-
my daughter was hitting herself in the nose to make herself sneeze, so the teachers would call me and tell me she was sick. I took her home anyway.
My mom would have hit me, but sure as hell wouldn't have been on my
No,
nose.
she's my baby. No, I couldn't do that. I'm like, okay, because I didn't see her until we got home. So, all right, we'll get you in bed and give you a little medicine. And
Shoot, my medicine was the belt to my
a
butt.
shoe. Okay, belt. That works. We'll go get your blankie,
That-
cuddle up on the recliner, and watch cartoons until your brother gets out.
And
Then you can
then
sit in
we'll-
the back seat. We'll go get your brother. Yay.
Then when my dad got home, I got it again.
Oh my God.
I always knew if I got a whipping from my mom, I'd get another one when my dad got home.
It's
There's-
like, damn. Like, why twice? I mean, you already paid. I mean, does this mean you get a freebie
All right.
later?
Well, guys, you know what time it is.
Yeah, actually, it's past your time. You lasted
Yeah.
20 minutes longer than usual.
All right. Well, I am going to bounce.
But the Shio showed up, so
Shio.
that's what kept you over time.
Yeah, pretty much. 'Cause
Yep.
I have a special relationship with Shio.
Damn shit.
We all got a special relationship with Shio.
Ugh.
All right,
Love
gang.
his jokes.
All right. So
I don't think he's
remember,
joking.
keep the shiny side up, greasy side down, and
Hey,
always be
Disney.
yourself. Unless you could be a sailor, then always be a sailor. And I'm out.
All right. And any last words, Ramen, before we head out the door?
I am broke as hell. I got no food for y'all. I got no money from y'all. Keep your butts out of trouble. Oh, Jesus, Shio, you need to stop. How the hell you a wife my ass? No.
I like that
Oh.
one. I told my wife that one the other night as she was doing dishes.
You're lying. You're not sorry. You're laughing. I can hear you. You sorry on
So-
my ass.
As always, this is Friday, so y'all enjoy yourselves. Have a good weekend.
Yeah.
And of course, spend it with the people you love and love it
I'm
and love the ones you're
trying.
with. All right. Have a good one, y'all. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye bye.